Hey everyone, um, I'm making this video to talk about Cinnamon Crystal episode 5. I had phone trouble, so I'm trying to make all my videos now, pretty quickly, just to catch up. Um, this episode we got to meet, Makoto, Sailor Jupiter, and, it's very much like the manga. The 90s anime made up its own story, so her introduction was way different in the 90s anime. Like they were protecting this guy that goes around playing crane games at all these arcades. For one, when she saved Usagi in the 90s anime, she saved him from she saved her from some bullies, Um like just some street thugs. But in the manga, Usagi was about to get hit by a car while crossing, a street, and Makoto jumps in and carries her out the way. And we got to see that same similar kind of thing here where, she's about to get hit by a car and Makoto jumps and pushes her out the way in the process. And Usagi was in so much of a shock that she couldn't really think. All she could think was nice earrings and, she smelled nice. But then later we see Usagi at school with some friends and she bumps into Makoto again. After that, we start to see a lot more of Makoto. We get to see that she's tall, she's strong, and she's friendly. But people are intimidated by her. Like the first thing that happens is one of the teachers asks her why she's not wearing their school uniform. And she goes to say that the school uniform is too short for her, so she has to wear that uniform. And the teacher kind of just jumps back like, like he's scared of her. But all she did was like I guess leaned forward. She leaned forward, just so that she could be respectful, and he was intimidated by that. And people call her the Hercules girl because she's strong and stuff. And even the girls, like she goes to eat lunch in the classroom, and some girls in there decide to walk out the minute she sits down, and she knew it was because of her. They don't even try to hide it too. Then when she goes outside to eat lunch, Usagi sees her and she goes to see what she's eating. And when she says, "Oh wow, all the food looks amazing," they're sitting right by the baseball field. So the guys playing baseball accidentally hit it towards Makoto and Usagi, and it almost hits Usagi in the face. But Makoto's protective instincts save her, and she throws it back I guess she gives them like a hard ball pitch. Because she threw it hard and they all freak out. Usagi thanks her. And right as Makoto's about to eat, Usagi's like, that looks delicious. I want some. So Makoto offers her because Usagi doesn't ask, but she makes things kind of awkward, but at the same time kind of funny. Um, Afterwards, they all go to um, they start talking. Usagi says like, no one wants to be frenemies. Maybe they're all just scared. Maybe I'm just not, you know, meant to have friends or whatever. And Usagi tells Makoto things like, why are they scared of you? They're crazy. You're an amazing person. And that makes Makoto happy. Like, you could see it in her face when they show her. And she gets a flashback of the Moon Kingdom somewhere at this point. But she doesn't understand why or what that is. Like, what's happened that she had that flashback. But they start talking, and the minute she mentions arcade, like that she needs to, store an arcade, Usagi takes it to the the Crown Arcade, and There, Ami comes in, she says hello, and recognizes that Makoto is very good at playing the Sailor V game. Then they meet Matoki, which, when Makoto sees him, he reminds her of her senior, her high school senior from the, or junior high senior from the school she was in before she transferred to Usagi and Ami school. And she immediately develops a crush on him and tries to hide her face and everything, cause acting all shy. Then he tells them about the bridal shop, which, there's something strange going on. Men are disappearing, and they think it's a bride ghost. Turns out it's actually a Yoma or demon that they end up fighting later on. But they go take a look at the store through the window, like the window shopping routine. And while Ami and Usagi are talking, they notice, oh, where's Makoto? She didn't. Then they find her a little further down, looking at the mannequin that happens to be the demon, because she likes the dress, since it's a nice long dress meant for a tall girl, like someone her size. And they give her some encouragement. They talk about how nice it'd be to get married and wear the bridal dress and whatnot. Because they're girls. Do things like that. But everyone has their dreams of, I guess, meeting that one person at some point in their life. So, they talk about that a bit. And Makoto, she gets all shy, but she's like, you're embarrassing me, Usagi, stop it. Because Usagi makes a few jokes like, you're very girly. But, afterwards, they all go to Rei, and Rei immediately notices that Makoto is not a normal girl with her spiritual power. Afterwards, they show, that Motoki is locking everything up at the arcade, and the mannequin, the demon mannequin, places itself across the street from the arcade and hypnotizes him to go after Makoto. And Mamoru just happens to see it, like, he's always around while things are happening, which is kind of funny. Then in the next half, we see Usagi's asleep. She's having some kind of dream or nightmare or something along those lines. And then she wakes up to see Tuxedo Mask at her window. It's like, okay, and she was just asleep, so she's not sure if it's real, if she's still dreaming. But obviously it's real, and, for Luna to notice and call the Ami and Rei. And they all meet up by, I guess, where the bridal shower up is. Because Tuxedo Mask was leading Usagi there. And once they realize what's going on, they all change. And then they're confronted by Nephrite, who tells them how he was using, that strategy of tricking people with love, like tricking men and tricking girls, women. And Makoto, she got depressed. She felt crushed. She thought the guy really liked her when he said, "I love you," but it was just a trick. But knowing Usagi, she gave Makoto a few words of wisdom, saying, "Believing in love is not foolish." And she said that she was a sweet and innocent girl. Things of that nature, Just encouraging Makoto to stay strong, which makes Makoto awaken her power. Once that happens, of course, Luna gives her her pen, and she transforms. But here's where things got interesting, because Makoto, she's not only Sailor Jupiter, but we got to see her manga powers. Flower Hurricane, which is in the manga. It's all the flower petals you saw on the screen that when she said that. But I never knew they were razor sharp until they cut Nephrite's sleeves. One of them like made a tear in his sleeves. Then she used a Thunderball attack, which I guess is in the manga, but I never realized that before. Where she uses her normal lightning attack, but kind of finds a way to physically hold it in her arms and throw it at the enemy rather than just directing it toward the enemy. And afterwards you find some kind of determination in Makoto. Like she's like, yeah, I'm Sailor Jupiter. This is my mission. And then it ends with the cliffhanger showing that Usagi is the leader of the group, and they get the crescent moon stick or crescent moon wand, whichever you want to call it, when this episode ends. And the animation was done very well. There were a few parts here and there where they could have done better, but for the most part it was beautiful for what it needed to be. And they only emphasized on what they needed to get the point across, which that helps. So, I think the episode was maybe an 8.5 out of 10 for me. But it was touching. It had very little action in it because it was more about introducing the character as a person. So I could say some character development there. That was pretty good, and everything else. Anyway, I think the show's getting better. I'll review the other episodes when I get more time. Thanks for watching or whatever. Comment, rate, do whatever. Have a nice day, y'all. Bye.